everyone. When we see this go live on our Twitch screen. Hello? Hello? Good, you can hear us. Fantastic. Right, this is a Mass Effect Andromeda. This is a Tuesday afternoon. This seems to be BioWare Tuesday, which, I don't know, seem for a few more weeks yet, it seems. This is continuing adventures of Mass Effect Andromeda. Where we got to what was like the Citadel last 2 weeks ago. Oh, hi Marco, how are you? I'm not bad. Had a weird sort of morning. But thank you very much for the host, dude. And welcome to the use. Wait, Girl Scout cookies, right? You put me off for saying Girl Scout cookies. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, you should be able to now have your full complement.
Hello, Console. You and I are going to be very good friends.
Hell yeah, you're a legend.
You all fixed up and ready to go and
map. Right, so that's where we got to go next then. Task. Edison's office. Yep, you have your full complement of emotes now.
This is the planet where we landed. Habitat 7. It wasn't even close to livable.
That's been true of every world we found. Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
I thought I didn't measure up as Pathfinder.
Director Addison keeps her own counsel. I keep mine.
And when you disagree?
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided
but yeah,
to
I
give you a
hope
chance
you enjoyed them, Michael.
Yourself.
Feel free to use them wherever you need
dealt
to.
us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way. Yet it
but yeah,
rendered
really
all the
weird
golden
morning
worlds
I've had. I'm
unlivable.
glad I'll
Then
be.
there's the aliens you ran into.
I'm glad I'll be checking with my GP tomorrow
we
about
found
it.
scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way. And now the challenge is to settle a world in spite of all
T
that.
first, then I am
This one here.
Well, relaxing
Eos.
the panda ones. Are you looking
How?
at a huge chest?
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus. Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
Okay, but you said every planet you found is unlivable, so how do I...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
Right. I think I should go check on things.
And if I fail, I guess it's no sweat off your back, right? You'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
Thank you, let me speak now, thank you. Bloody game. Right, yeah, so basically what I'm checking with GP is 2 things. One, the results and review of the last blood test I had, because they're a bit iffy, again. with them, and two, whether the medication I'm on is causing a weird side effect, which apparently it can do. Hello, Lone Wolf. How you doing?
Just point me to my ship and I'll be out of here.
They're prepping it now in the docking bay. The coordinates for EOS will be in the computer. And when you have a moment, we should discuss the missing arcs.
I was wondering about that.
Something wrong?
Ryder, please see me and Sam Node on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
I'm not bad.
No.
I'm not bad. I could be better, though.
I'm fine.
Right, so now we have to go and go back to the ship and find out why the implant was going wrong.
This is Nexus Control to Hyperion.
No,
it's good to have you here.
But what choice do we have? All right, what happened?
To who?
I mean, if there's anything
And your goddamn
out there, I'll
father.
let you know.
Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now, I just want to know what happened with Alec.
In the moment, it saved my life. But it seems my father meant for me to get the role, eventually.
It isn't hereditary. If we wanted an inbred monarchy, we could have left half our gene stock back home.
And here come the
Not
hosts.
home.
Keep with
Milky
you,
Way.
Tolstonator, Tick with you,
This
what?
is home.
Mook,
This
Smidgy87,
mess.
Brookfast, Davis Board, Sweden
We don't
Ruckus,
have a lot of
Dead Retro
options,
Andrew
Ryder.
Orio, Test
Maybe
Like
you'll prove
Mizak,
your father
The
right.
True Jade is and
After
video
14
names.
months of
Now
failed
hosting.
colonization, forgive me if I don't hold my breath.
Here come the TV Weeps, Ali Predator, JD Tazzy, Chief Findog, and yeah, Beer, thank you for your host as well. Right, okay.
You called my father Alec. No one does that.
A lot of us joined the initiative because of his vision. What he shared of it, anyway.
Were you friends, or...
I'm not your new mother, if that's what you're asking. Or his friend. He hated that I didn't use his title. But no one's a pathfinder until they've path-found something. Much like a colonial director without colonies.
How do you fit into the Nexus leadership?
I oversee the actual settlement effort. As the number of outposts is currently less than ideal, my influence is limited. As Tan is quick to remind me. Left a perfectly adequate career as a chief officer. Provincial capital, too. Only a new galaxy
Also,
could pull
Michael,
me
once
away.
I've done today's
And
stream, I
here
need
we
to
are,
talk to you about something.
idling.
There must be some kind of plan for encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive.
We expected life, not an enemy that refuses to talk. They don't attack, they disinfect. We're nothing until we're bacteria. Sorry, 14 months and you stoop to poetry. That's how bad it is. Talk to Kandros if you haven't. He's unfortunately become the head of our military. And as soon as he realizes it, we're in the shit.
Yeah.
You don't trust him?
I trust him to defend us. I do not trust a rising military influence in a supposedly civilian initiative. We came here to make history, Ryder, not repeat it. Ugh, goddamn poetry.
There's also this strange technology. Has anyone studied that?
We've tried. Not me. The brains in research. They're supposed to know their business. The current excuse? The tech we dug up on Mars was more advanced, but it was plug and go. The tech here thinks different? I don't know. We've mostly avoided it. And from what the Hyperion logs say about Alec, maybe that's good.
You've had no colony successes in over a year? How many tries is that?
Less than you'd think. The Scourge, spoiled worlds, exiles, hostiles. We can't just plop down an outpost and expect picket fences. We need the Pathfinder and Sam to scout, evaluate, and inspire. The initiative promised a goal. Andromeda has not cooperated.
And if it had?
Beautiful utopian horseshit. Colonies that produce and support each other. The Nexus a citadel, not headed by Tan, or even me.
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Ryder?
It's Pathfinder.
Ryder, we're starving here. If we don't get a foundation of outposts to feed the initiative, we might as well be 600 years dead. Alec promised a lot. None of it panned out.
That
That's
was a
what you're
quick
up
visit,
against.
Lone Wolf, but no
Why
worries.
people won't trust you.
You have a
Why
good one.
I don't trust you. Prove me wrong.
Right, speak with Tan, speak with Karsh.
Personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity.
So where are these? That's Abson's office. Catch you later, dude. Codexes. There's a lot of stuff here. Right, okay, so let's go to the habitation deck because that's where we need to go now.
Ben, this is Yolanda. You busy? All right. Well, I'm not seeing any of your requisitions tonight.
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine.
Sir?
My arms got the brunt of it.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. But not lately.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
You know what they say. It's not paranoia.
If someone is out to get you, yeah. Third time this week. It's getting worse. First one was small stuff. This one could have hurt bad if I'd been closer.
That's not good. Sorry. Understatement.
Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Did you talk to security about this?
How can I? For all I know, someone in security is the one doing this. I've scanned all the potential sabotage areas I can think of. But I don't know who to trust anymore.
Sounds like a lot went down before the Hyperion docked.
Yeah, I guess. Wait. That's it. You can't possibly be involved in this.
Oh, right, here we go.
During the mutiny. Would you, if you have time? Maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
Sure thing. What can I do?
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one, that'd really help. I've sent the locations to your Omni tool. Just send me the data when you're done. No, I'm fine.
We are working on accessing more power for the Hyperion.
Find out why. Be careful.
All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold until power coupling is complete.
Hello, I'm Gian Garson, founder of the initiative. It's through your hard work that the vision of the Nexus has come to life. You and all your colleagues bind our proud new colonies together. Look around at your achievements. And if you have any questions, my door is always open.
Founder Garson's office is located at Workspace Not Allocated. Please select a topic. You are Sarah Ryder, salary code 19B, active Pathfinder. Your supervisor is Director Tan. Based on current staffing needs, you will be eligible for paid vacation time in 587 days.
Seriously?
Why not plan on which beautiful colony you'll vacation on while you wait? For initiative strategy and Pathfinder coordination, please see Director Jaren Tan. For colonial affairs or outpost status, please see Director Foster Addison. For station maintenance, please contact Superintendent Nakmor Kesh. For militia operations or Apex deployment, please see Tyrion Kandros.
Yeah, I prefer trophies or achievements. I was getting some trophies today, I can tell you that much.
Integration from the Hyperion is ongoing. Personnel are still restricted to operations. Viable planets capable of supporting life are key to our survival in Andromeda. The viability of a world is affected by several factors, including temperature, resources, threat levels, political stability, and so on. We have few viable planets currently within range. Resource levels are considered at risk. The selection process saw the Andromeda Initiative evaluate thousands of potential habitable planets within the galaxy. After discovering an unusually high ratio of potential candidates, or golden worlds, the Helios cluster was selected as our destination. Even at a distance, studying the light from stars can reveal much about their planet's composition and atmosphere. 7 worlds, nicknamed habitats, have the life-supporting environments and resources we need to start our new lives in Andromeda.
Warlock's Tower. That I have not heard of that one, dude. I've been playing a Hat in Time though this morning, and Don't Die, Mr. Robot.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion.
And got one from We Are Doomed as well, which was quite cool.
Repair requests are currently on hold until power coupling is complete.
Yes, I know the Hyperion docking unannounced caused some switches to blow. There you are. Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time. There's a lot that needs doing. At least with the Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I was part of the team that originally designed and built this place. I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
You haven't spoken to number 8 yet, have you?
Number 8?
Tan. Ask him why most of my people left. He'll have opinions. I can tell you this much. When the mutiny happened, a deal was made. My clan were supposed to settle matters and, in return, get more say in the initiative.
Why do you call Tan 8?
Because he was 8th in line to take over the Andromeda initiative. I like to remind him of that now and then. Keep him humble.
Did the deal go through?
The clan held up their part, but Tan had a meltdown when he found out we wanted more say around here. Then Addison's assistant, Spender, pretended he never made the deal in the first place. It was a mess, but I don't blame my people for walking out. We're done being used.
With your clan gone, why did you stay?
It's complicated. The station and my clan both need me here.
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, was killed.
What happened to Gian Garson?
Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. Tan might know more.
And I thought the Hyperion had it bad when we arrived. Anything else?
The outposts aren't happening because we don't have resources or people, so Addison's more uptight than ever. And let's not forget how badly the station was damaged on arrival. But that's a detail, according to some.
How much did that cost you,
My team and I are
dude?
repairing what we can. If we don't get materials soon, things will go downhill. Fast.
Might pick up the other ones of those when they're on sale.
When we left the Milky Way, the Krogan were still dealing with a genophage.
Right. The genophage. A little gift to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
No wonder your people have such a problem with Solarians.
Some wounds never heal. Not that my ancestors didn't provoke it. They did try to conquer the galaxy. The Solarians were forced to respond. And it's not fair to blame it all on them either. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame to go around, but Andromeda is about new beginnings. My people need that more than most.
Oh, nice. 100 or so puzzles. I'll keep it for a while. Because still got the Sudoku one to do. Still got
What about the Krogan here
plenty
in
of
Andromeda?
the other ones.
There's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show a mutation against the virus. A natural defense. During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah. It's still early, but I think we made a dent. Our scientists say we've improved viability to almost 4%, which is a lot better than what we had. Beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people have a future out here.
And that's Borderlands: The Handsome Collection installed, as long as the PS Plus part unlocks, lets us play it.
Nothing more for now.
Later.
So that's Cash spoken to.
My crew's working on it. We've moved the ops center to the top of our priority list.
So yeah, so what was I going to say? There was a couple of things I was going to say. One of them is tonight, there probably won't be a stream tonight as we're going to the movies. So just give you a heads up on that. So the game that won't end, still won't end. He's playing on Vita as well. He's playing them as a feedback in a Twitter promotion that he does. Yeah, the indie lady he gets them from. So he actually, you know, he reviews them as such. Well, gives little reviews on Twitter.
The consoles down here, right? Huh. I think you forgot to hit confirm when you filled out the forms. They're not listed.
Something else I was going to say now, I can't remember it.
It's not right. It's not fair.
Godzilla,
What's
King of the
wrong?
Monsters.
Oh my, you're... So it's true. A Pathfinder has found us. There's hope at last. Maybe you could help. You're impartial. This whole thing has gotten so political. My husband, he's locked up and slated for exile for a crime he didn't commit.
What exactly was he convicted of?
They don't exile you for petty theft. Well, maybe this bunch would. They say it's murder. They're calling him the first murderer in Andromeda, but the dead man was his friend. He wouldn't have... There are witnesses and evidence, but it's all circumstantial. At worst, it was an accident. His name is Nilken Rensis. He could give you the details if you were willing to speak with him. Please.
I've seen one person on Twitter go, oh no, avoid it. Everybody else, though, I've heard from seems to think it's good, so on balance.
I'd be happy to.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure the jailer will allow you a visit. Please, tell Nilken I love him.
Okay, if I find him. It's Lufa,
I know
Candros.
that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue with results, though they'll try. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Tyrian Ark.
What's the word on the Turian Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive. Who knows? If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
What do you know about the enemies we've encountered? The Ket.
We usually see them on worlds with those alien structures. The Ket don't take kindly to anyone studying them. Not sure why. They don't talk to us. Every time we cross paths, there's a fight or they take prisoners.
Why? What do they want?
No one knows. But I've seen their weaponry and what they do to those prisoners. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
What brought you out here to Andromeda?
I was tired of being the good one.
The good one?
The Kandros family is old military. There were expectations, you know. Then my sister became a sculptor and cousin Irene went pirate on Omega. Everyone was proud that I stayed in service. But I kept wondering, when do I get my adventure? Jian Garson's dream was so grand, so gutsy, I had to be part of it.
You talk like you weren't part of the leadership. How did you end up commanding the militia?
I was escorting a prospecting team on some moon when those Ket found us. They penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed to get loose, snatched a gun, and freed the others. By the time we killed the bastards and headed back to warn the Nexus, everyone looked at me like I was in charge.
That sounds familiar.
The militia grew from there. Funny, once the heat is on, all kinds of people rise to the top.
Are the other Turians managing okay?
So-so. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. That's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like to earn our citizenship, whatever galaxy we're in. But it's hard to focus with our arc missing.
It's rough out there. I might need backup if you can spare the people.
I have strike teams specializing in assault and extraction. If you need serious firepower, my Apex teams have you covered. In fact, I could give you authority to dispatch them. It'll cut down their response time.
Thank you.
Our current ops are on the terminal. See if there's anything that could use a shot where it counts.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
This console reports on the militia's current strike team missions, Pathfinder. Please speak with Tyrion Kandros for authorization to participate. Please speak with Tyrion Kandros for authorization to participate.
I did. Well, have I not? Right, okay. So spoke to her. Says, please tell him I love him, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.
Pathfinder. No time
Pathfinder.
for yet. This place is a mess. Security is... let's call it strained.
I can believe it. Nexus is running on empty.
Not just that. A lot of the exiles were security. Everyone was trained and armed for Frontier. We know Cat are dangerous, and now we have to worry about our people too. No idea where they went, but they left mad.
They were frustrated. If they just wanted to kill, they could have fought to the last here.
Apparently we're the big hope for everyone. Not the Hyperion showing. Just us. I'm with you. It's just... a lot.
This wasn't in the job description. We have to find a world, then save it.
Glad it's not just me feeling it. But it's not just you either. We're a team, right? It's what they need us to be.
There's a lot of talking so far in this
Stand
one.
up there. Too small for lizards.
You'd be surprised. There's also Purvine in the seed bank.
Nobody's making creeper in Andromeda.
You'd be surprised.
So I'm having a quick explore around to pick up, you know, quests, missions, etc.
I still reckon they had breather gear stowed in that armor.
Perhaps both. Life is infinitely adaptable, as our expedition proves.
You must be the Pathfinder. Wonderful. You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
Well, thank you.
Thanks, Mr.
Professor Herrick, my colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
What fields do you study?
Eric's into life sciences. I do planetary geology, oceanography, rocks and runoff. Aradana's the space and math whiz.
Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 14 months.
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry. Now we can better advise on repairing the damage it caused.
And maybe Addison will give us a real workspace. Who can think with all this racket?
Exactly. Who can think of all this racket?
Hi, Pathfinder. Want to hit some rocks for science?
Absolutely. What do you need?
Sam and I used your scans and made a VI for geophysics surveys. Beta builds on the console there. Test it out in the field, and I'll wrangle you a consultant's bonus from Director Addison. How's that sound?
Hey, you know, that sounds alright.
Pathfinder, we've had some trouble.
Anything I can help with?
Perhaps. I discharged an away team to get readings from a section of the Scourge that was behaving anomalously. They haven't reported in for some time, and sensors can't locate their shuttle. I sent them out there. Good, dedicated people. I fear what might have happened to them.
Don't give up hope. When I'm out there, I'll see if I can find them.
Their friends and family will want to know what's happened, and I need to know.
Okay.
Tempest crew should report to the docking area.
Pathfinder, Those bioscans are superb. Could you gather more for our comparative conservation effort?
What conservation effort?
Ah, my thesis is on the console there. Broad strokes, we're comparing and preserving organisms from both galaxies. If you donate more bioscans and samples to the catalog, I can get you a finder's fee. Tempted?
I.e., give us money. Let's have a look.
Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.
I mean, I might as well take a look around this area and sort of set ourselves up for something coming, yeah? So as with previous stuff like this, if you do want to read this more, please just give it a pause.
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex.
Well, it has a feeling it does feel like an like Inquisition. You know, maybe not as combat heavy in terms of going to get my ass handed to us like I have been in Inquisition, but we never know, do we, really? Do I need any vendor stuff yet? Not really.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from
Weapons and stuff. I got you covered. Use the console to take a look through what I got. It'd be a lot easier if I weren't missing half my stock.
Ouch. Why am I paying for these?
Half the supplies are inaccessible, what with how we crash-landed and all. And I have to trade with the crooks out there for the rest, so...
And total gain, yeah, okay, well...
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion.
Help you?
Pathfinder Ryder, here to see Nilk and Rensis.
Ah, our murderer. Wife's here all the time. Guess she told you her sob story. Nilkan, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder wanted to chat with you.
The Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first murderer.
Your wife's all broken up over this. She says you didn't do it, and that she loves you.
She's a wonderful person. At this point, it's too late. They found me guilty.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
I was part of the futile effort to set up a colony on Eos. We were on our last legs, overrun by hostiles, our leader dead. The security chief, Reynolds, my friend, he refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. Everyone saw.
Last I checked, getting into a spat wasn't against the law.
There's more. He ordered us to regroup and counterattack. We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement, thought it was the Ket, and... I guess I panicked and fired. Witness saw the chief's chest explode.
Sounds like an accident.
That's what I told them. But I was enraged when we argued. There's a recording. It's ugly. Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
I'll check out the evidence. Maybe something doesn't add up.
It'd be nice to have someone with an open mind looking at it. You're a Pathfinder. I'm sure Kandros would give you access. Maybe there's still hope.
So speak with Kandros, who, if I remember, was over the other side there.
That's
Oh,
the
getting
console
stuff
for our
done.
strike teams.
What are they?
Assault and extraction squads. When we need the best, I have Apex, combat experts who've signed up to defend us. Since you have a front row view of the cluster, I can give you authority to dispatch them.
Dispatch them for
What situations should they handle?
Protecting civilian outposts, holding key positions, or just distracting the kit. Authorization complete. Good luck out there.
Yeah, but I still need to talk to him about...
No news on the Turian Ark yet? Or is this militia business?
Murder case, yep.
I spoke with Nilken Rensis, the man found guilty of the murder on Eos.
Yes, our first murder here in Andromeda. I wish it had been our last. When the colony attempts failed, it didn't help spirits that a high-ranking officer was killed by one of our own. The mutiny here on Nexus was probably inevitable, but this acted as a spark.
Doesn't seem right to put all that on him.
Of course it isn't, but that's the perception. Despite the lack of physical evidence, everything added up. His only defense was, trust me,
Ooh, Steve is raiding a party of 17 with Sprout Stuff, Mr. Lodkins. Hello, Steve. How you doing, man? How was the rest of your stream? You don't trust him. Thank you for the host, dude.
What's a lie to a murderer?
How's it going? And see, congratulations to his order as well from the weekend.
Operations, go ahead and talk to her.
What was it, what?
And there's a recording
600 now?
threatening the victim. I'll let you cue it up
for the
on
world
console
record?
there. As far as I'm concerned, this case is closed.
Which everyone should raise a can of Vine Brew or your Pepsi Max to Steve and King Rob for that achievement, because that achievement's pretty damn cool. So welcome everyone, this is Andromeda.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
Yeah, all hail King
You
Rob.
and me both, Pathfinder.
Indeed, but my name is Lad Teammaker on behalf of the Game One Play Itself podcast and content creators, and welcome in from everyone from Steve's channel, which is pretty damn cool. If you're not already following Mr. Steve McNeil, please give him a follow. Right, let's
The
have a
Nexus
listen to
versus
this.
Colonist Nilken, Evidence 7A.
Hiram! Hiram! They've seized the compound! Call for evacuation!
Yes.
We're not giving up, Nilken. We're taking it back. No! I'm not letting your ego get us killed! Even if I have to... No! Get him off me! Get him off me!
Beg your pardon. They kind of did, and then they went, oh, we've got some DLC for it that we're not going to bother with anymore. Because I remember James, my co-host, playing this, and he's never finished it on stream. He attempted it, what, 3 times before I started it, and it's like, well, yeah. So, well, that's games, yeah. And so far, I have to say, from playing almost about 3 hours of it, I'm not that impressed. Really not, I can say that for certain. Right, free marketing, okay. Sabotage. Played a chunk of the first one, but never got much further than that. The first one was alright. 2 and 3 was so much better. They really were. 2 and 3 just kicked ass. Even with the changes that were brought about because people didn't like the ending of the third one, it's like, what?
Alright, moving on. Docking clamps.
Cassidy Shaw? I'm Sarah Ryder. I'm looking into the Nilken murder case.
Oh man, I thought that was over with. Have you heard the audio recording of their fight?
Yep.
Yes.
I helped pull him off Chief Reynolds. You could see it in his eyes. He was gonna kill him. Then in the sandstorm, I had a pretty clear view of the chief.
That
He
was a
looked
lot of
right at him
people's
and shouted, "No."
opinions.
Then his chest burst open. I'll never forget it. The look on
Yeah.
his face was pure.
Oh, play number 2 as well. You hit me last time. Bang. Did it again.
Did you see any Ket in the vicinity?
Nilkin said so, but not that I could see. Still, the sandstorm was severe. Visibility wasn't great.
Did Nilkin seem remorseful?
I lost sight of Nilkin in the turmoil. When we found him, he seemed in shock. He couldn't speak. He looked nauseated. Could have been guilt. The reality of the act sinking in.
If they'd fought and Nilkin threatened to kill him, why was Reynolds surprised?
Yeah.
Fronts fight, say things they don't mean, maybe even hurt each other. But you don't expect your best friend to shoot you. To me, that's the saddest part. The Chief's heart was broken right before it exploded.
Reynolds was leading you back to retake the compound. Did you agree with that?
It wasn't my place to agree or disagree. He was ranking officer. In retrospect, it is ironic. If he hadn't been killed, we all probably would have died.
So he was killed to save you all.
I appreciate the information.
That sounds like a different kettle of fish, doesn't it?
He deserved a proper funeral.
So the body was never examined?
Punisher and Dream Boy Roy, thank you for the hosts.
Tian wouldn't allow a mission to go back for him. Said it was too dangerous.
Right, so where is Tam? Tam's down here. So we've gone into a detective bit at the moment. And also Tesla, Chris Slate, 27 Sarah M, Zellwaster, Misky Rat, Nogden, The Reverse Pro Gamer Dougie, and Red Rains. Thank you for the hosts this afternoon.
Ryder, you have my condolences for your father.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know him very well, although I understand he played a key role in planning the initiative. I'm sure you'd be concerned that we
if you haven't seen as well, as part of the Game On Play itself, we are doing charity events for the rest of the year up until at least the weekend of November 2nd for Extra Life. There is a link there with a bit more detail about what we're doing. If you'd like to donate, please do, as we are looking to not only hit our team target of $4,000, but smash it and pass 5,000 when there's a couple more stretch goals.
They're as much a part of the initiative as the human arc. We'll find them.
We have to. Tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted for. It paints the initiative in an unflattering light. Did you have some other business?
Yep.
I'm looking into the Nilkin Rensis murder
yes,
charge.
And?
I want to go to EOS and retrieve Chief Reynolds' body.
That isn't usually Pathfinder business.
First murder in Andromeda, and I'm impartial. Figured you'd want to get it right.
Settling an outpost comes first. But how is it going? I have no objections. Physical evidence will only bolster the case.
The more certain we can be, the better.
All right, but let's keep it quiet. I don't want people thinking
I'm
we're
not
reopening
bad.
the case.
I've had a weird sort of morning.
Anything you find reaffirms what's been done, but if it sheds a different light, we'll deal with it. We'll send the coordinates of the murder scene. Good luck.
Good, right. I will finish that conversation arc in a second. But yeah, had a weird sort of morning, really. Got a GP appointment in the morning because they keep talking to me about reviewing my blood test results. So, kind of ironic, really, that, yeah, a potential side effect of some antidepressants happened last night into this morning, which was kind of like, wasn't scary, but it was weird. Which I don't mind talking to you guys, because the more we know, we're aware of potential pitfalls, the more we can help others. So this morning I woke up, and I think I was hallucinating, because I literally saw someone here, standing right here, that either looked like my late dad, or an older version of me, and they were just standing here. Just not even looking at me, just looking towards the wall. Yeah? Didn't think anything of it, really. Wasn't scared, there was no sort of cold feeling, you know, it's just like a normal bit. And I'm like, lying here going, So I'm looking at it going, okay. And sort of, no words are spoken. I didn't speak to them. It's like, well, no, hey, I don't disbelieve in ghosts. I really don't believe. I don't that everything is black and white, as they say. Some people say there's nothing there, and others. So I don't disbelieve it. I've heard too much stuff to be completely. So tomorrow morning I'm getting the GP bit. So to see whether it is my medication that's starting to cause a side effect. But what I did was I was laying there, not thinking too much about it, and I just turned over, went back to sleep, and boom. Is it because it can happen? Not saying it isn't anything mysterious or anything like that, but I do think it was just me just hallucinating. So I want to get that checked out because it can be a side effect of your medication.
No. And that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Solarian arcs are completely unaccounted for.
Because I know illnesses can do that as well to ladies past middle age.
I fear the worst. Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other arcs, the promise of the initiative can never be fulfilled.
Are there any other arcs we should expect?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave, but before departure in 2185,
Saw Detective Pikachu was fun.
Technical problems
Went to a zoo on Sunday.
It seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as well. Managing all of their biological needs caused complications.
Probably going to see Godzilla as well.
For some time to come.
Sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge.
How are you feeling now? Because I know you haven't been feeling too well.
It's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, is dead.
How did Jean Garson die?
With the rest of the leadership. When the Nexus hit the Scourge, a large wing of stasis pods was destroyed. They were killed instantly. These people traveled 600 years and died before they even woke up. Jean Garson never glimpsed Helios. She never saw her vision realized.
Kandros mentioned something about hitting the Scourge. How did it play out?
Criminal elements took advantage of the emergency and preyed on people's fears. An uprising followed. We had no choice but to turn to the Krogan to deal with them. They crushed the mutiny and the criminals were banished. Exiles, we call them. I doubt we've heard the last of them. They're led by an outlaw, Sloane Kelly. She used to be one of ours.
Sloane Kelly?
Who is this Sloane Kelly?
She was head of security on the Nexus. She opposed the uprising at first, but eventually turned traitor and joined them. Misguided sympathy for the plight of the common citizen. Nonsense.
This may be an IMDb
threat to our existence.
They basically just literally get Dave from accounting. Well, for some parts of Kingdom Hearts 3, maybe. So, it wouldn't put it past them.
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Good riddance. The Krogan demanded a greater say in political matters. The last
say
place
that about
you want
Krogan,
them involved.
damn it.
Their muscle, nothing more. Good for fighting and lifting heavy objects. When they didn't get what they wanted, they left.
Why don't you like the Krogan?
It's common knowledge that they are a violent,
yeah, didn't you say that operation was probably coming up in August?
Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated. My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could never tame their worst instincts. What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
Because I know you're moving to Bristol soon, aren't you? So you've got to go through that rigmarole of doctors and that over there. And then I know families moving elsewhere as well, which is like a huge year for both of you. But Thursday we'll be a month away from meeting up for Twitch London and the meal beforehand. I'm supposed to move in August, but I think my op will be around then, so it's all up in the air. Yeah. Yes, we do. Right. Numbers I know for certain of. There's Rob, me, Tom, you, Rach, Sammy, probably, and Angie. So I see 7. But where are we going? Because we we sometimes clash with dietary requirements. Sometimes meaty goodness there.
What more can you tell me about the initiative?
It represents the greatest migration ever attempted. No one had ventured beyond the Milky Way before. We've all left home in search of freedom, fortune,
yeah, good idea.
New beginning. We are the bravest souls each species has to offer. I hope the Nexus will serve.
But it'd be
as
really
the
good
seat
to
of
catch up with you
government
all,
for
you
us
know.
all.
What do you know about the early days of
And
the
also,
initiative?
Kat, some cracking
Most
news.
everyone
If
knows,
people
Jean Carson's vision
were,
made it happen. She was an
you know,
entrepreneur on Earth,
subscribing to the channel.
wealthy, young for a human.
Where are they now?
Garth had the idea for the initiative in the early 2170s, I
You
believe.
would get as a tier
Many
1.
thought leaving the Milky Way was impossible. But she persevered. And as with most great ideas, the doubters were wrong.
Also, we're doing well for Extra Life. The team has
Why do you
raised
think
over
most people
$1,200.
There are thousands of reasons, one for every colonist here. What does any pilgrim seek? Usually, happiness. Finding the thing that eludes them, the thing to fulfill them. While we cannot promise they will find it, we can facilitate the search.
It looks like a melting pot around here.
The Nexus is home to several initiative species. Many came ahead of the Arks. The hope is that this station will one day serve as the governing body in Andromeda. Though I'm not sure what they were thinking, lumping Krogan into the mix. As a Solarian, my kind tend to have a low opinion of them. Nothing I've seen here has changed that.
Well, yeah, considering your kind did the genophage.
As director of the initiative, are you in charge around here, or what?
If the others would allow me, they don't see me as the rightful successor.
So how does anything get done?
In theory, Kesh handles the Nexus's physical operations, Kandros runs the militia, and Addison manages colonial affairs. I oversee all of it. In practice, we argue, debate, and yell at each other until a decision is made. If we're lucky. It is maddening.
I also want to give a shout out as well while I remember, because I believe this happened before I had the chance to stream, but I want to thank FemFox. A big shout out to a tweet that Leviathan, who is a presenter on Xbox UK, on Xbox on YouTube, about opportunities coming people's way. She said about other streamers, and I was named. So thank you very much for that.
What's their problem with you?
I am not Gian Garson. Our founder was charismatic, eccentric, larger than life. Traits I cannot hope to mimic. She and her inner circle perished in the Scourge, some at the hands of the Exiles, some never made it out of stasis. I was deputy assistant
something
for
comes of
revenue
that,
management.
because that would be cool.
Then all 7 leaders above me died. I was next in line for the role.
So, you're an accountant?
Don't let that fool you. We are all capable of
I
more
also
than
did
we
do the
know.
Twitch sings
When I was young,
with the Yorkshire
I was
Trader, which
fascinated
was
by the idea of exploring
hilarious.
space. Life had its detours, and I went a different direction. Then I heard about
I'm so
the
glad I
initiative
managed to keep that together
saw my
from
chance to
laughing
try the
rather
path
than
not
actually,
taken.
doing
While
what did
I may not be
happen.
setting foot on new worlds, my authority can ensure that you do.
Right. Sorry.
Blimey, there's a lot of talking in this.
What do I need to consider in making a planet viable?
Assuming the planet supports
It would be really
life,
cool.
An outpost is critical. People like a roof over their heads, and you'll want to eliminate any hostile threats. Whether that's the cat or other terrors lurking in Helios, colonists being murdered on sight can be discouraging. Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a priority for any Pathfinder. And don't forget forward stations. You'll want those.
What can you tell me about forward stations?
I was afraid you'd ask. It's mostly what the engineers tell me. A forward station allows mining, equipment repairs, and resupply for field teams. I mean, who wouldn't want that? But seeing as how every colonization effort has failed, it's just theory at the moment. You get to test it out, Ryder.
Oh, great.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
I'm happy to help. You will find our futures depend on each other's success. Good luck.
Yeah. Jesus.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
Right. So investigate the evidence. Where is the evidence? Right, so I've done that, so where is the rest of it? Ah, because there's Helios assignments there. Ha ha ha! Okay. I'm gonna lurk, I'll still be here, but I have to do a bit of work. No worries. You lurk away, you know you're always welcome doing that.
Welcome back, Sarah Ryder. Please select a topic.
Nothing there. Right, okay, so... where is this evidence? It's not going to be around here, is it, really? Unless, of course, it's where the jail is. It feels weird, actually. We're actually moving around instead of talking.
You're in the forest? What district?
Moss. Bradbury Landing near the Green Band.
Not a fit?
Right, okay, so this is where the jail is. Right, you, where's the evidence? That's the shop, don't want the shop. That's no need to be there.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
Talk.
Hey there.
Hello.
You okay? Those guys really grilled you. And Addison. First Pathfinder they've seen in over a year. All she can do is question your competence?
She understands
Yeah,
the
it
stakes.
is.
If I fail, we...
You won't.
Let's hope not.
You won't. That's the end of it. I worked out logistics with Director Tan. They're giving us a ship and crew. He said their best is taking care of it.
I still need to head back to the Ark and check in with Sam.
Sounds good. While you're there, maybe see how your brother's doing.
Then let's go see how he's doing, whether he has thawed out yet.
Report to the docking area at once.
Because, you know, he's still a bit, you know, cold to us. Literally. So, oh, look at that lovely train. Let's have a look. So Hyperion, operations. At least we're finding our way, you know, getting started as such. But I have a feeling this could drag this game a little bit. Well, I hope we get some action soon for it to actually get going on it.
Hello, Sarah. Welcome back to Sam Node.
Hello.
I've adjusted my connection to your implant. The headache you experienced before shouldn't reoccur.
Yeah, what was that about? You said we need to discuss something confidential?
You should know certain facts before you leave on your expedition. It seemed best we speak alone.
I don't understand the need for secrecy.
Your father felt
She looks a bit like Lydia, doesn't she?
What was he trying to hide?
My true capabilities. Alec overrode the implant safety protocols. It allows me unrestricted access to the Pathfinder's physiology.
And that's me now.
And only you. I can act as a force multiplier, dramatically enhancing your motor and neural skills when required. Alec called them profiles. They
I think he got about 10 hours in.
During combat. Your father preferred to keep this fact to himself.
Good scare, yep.
I can understand. People might get the wrong idea. Super soldiers. A computer having control over a human.
Because he was on different planets when I was watching him.
It is a symbiotic relationship that benefits both.
What do you get out of it?
Though I'm artificial in design, I am fully sentient. Far beyond what even the Initiative understands.
I don't follow. You're an AI, so what's different?
I am a new form of AI, drawing directly from the human experience. Your implant is my window into the world.
Okay, well, just as long as it doesn't hurt.
The only pain is that which life provides. As I've discovered, this can be a lesson in itself.
It's one I'd rather avoid. So where do we go from here?
I find myself in an unusual position. Though I had access to your father's experiences, there is a gap in my understanding.
Big gap in your understanding.
He placed a block on portions of my memory array.
Why?
Perhaps so when you asked me what his plan was, I wouldn't know.
And Dad strikes again.
But not without recourse.
Always.
The further you explore as a Pathfinder, the more blocks will be removed. Perhaps you should begin in your father's quarters. In the meantime, unless you have more questions, your new ship awaits.
Thanks.
That's the profiles, allow Sam. Right, okay. So we can now be Soldier, Engineer, Adept, Sentinel, Vanguard, Infiltrator or Explorer. Which there we've done. Right, we'll save the game because it's been an hour. Right, go to your ship. Okay. Because I believe we've done everything we need to do here. It's like, hey, we're leaving the area. So we could be off to a planet and start shooting things. Oh! Because you know, that's what we want to do, right? Start shooting things and get on with the story. Because all this feels like side stuff. Right, there we go. Shooting things? Don't be ridiculous. But I want to shoot some stuff, Michael.
Ready to see what Tan gave us?
I hear it's something special. Pathfinder en route. How's the ship?
In final checks, looking great.
We won't be long.
So also tomorrow is a change to the normal advertised.
We're making this up as we go.
For Mr. Will's high clearance from 145. It'll be the snooker, the
at
third
least
session.
We'll be doing it in style.
to see whether I can pull back the gap from 11.6 and see whether I can stop him finishing it off in the 3rd session. And we go to the 4th and final session.
They call her the Tempest.
She's not the Normandy.
Let's go take a closer look.
Let's pick it up a bit, people. We're 14 months late. So you're the one who's making everything happen. Vetra. Vetra Nix. Initiative Wrangler, Provisioner, Gunner, and everything in between. Are we ready?
So,
The sooner we
dog's
get out of
body,
here,
yeah?
the better.
You're coming with us?
Yes.
Jack of all
Otherwise,
trades,
there's
master
no
of
way
none.
they're letting this ship off the station.
What's the rush?
It is. It's Lardy Ebden
Just don't
against
wanna
Will
waste any more
O'Sullivan.
time.
Session number 3, the best of 35.
You're not going anywhere.
And why not?
Damn it. Is something wrong?
Director Addison wants to see a complete report of the Tempest supplies, munitions, and crew.
Director Tan overruled Addison.
The ship's loaded out with equipment for outpost discovery, squarely under Director Addison's purview.
Seen you around. Ben, right?
She's gonna like stick this up your purview.
Son still in cryo? I could pull some strings, get him to the front of the line.
Really?
Yeah, really.
They told me he wasn't essential, but I miss him.
Aww.
I know. I got family too, Ben.
It's done. Addison's gonna kill me.
Smooth.
Nicely done.
Damn, you're smooth.
Part of the job, Pathfinder. All things considered, it was an easy ask. And right now, you need people tearing down obstacles, not putting up more.
Finally, someone cares
Trophy!
about doing stuff and not just talking about it.
So that's another trophy today. Ooh. And of course, this Thursday, Google Stadia is shown in a presser, in a reveal.
Everything's state of the art.
As the first bit for
sensors,
E3.
exploration gear. Plus her crew, of course. The best in their field.
Good to see you're looking so well, Sarah.
The
And of
engine
course,
core is based on the
Saturday is when it
Ark's Odyssey
all
drive.
begins in full,
It runs a hell of a
including
lot
with
quieter.
EA Play,
That's Gil Brody.
with
Engineer,
the
mechanic,
Julia
all-around
Hardy
lunch jockey.
as one of the hosts.
We call this the research room. There's space for upgrading equipment, gathering intel.
Router engaged. Securing connection to Tempest.
Welcome aboard, Sam. And Ryder, of course.
All run by Suvi Anwar, our science officer.
Only 5 trophies are.
Your
That
quarters
sucks,
are
dude.
below. Plenty of space up here to get everyone together. It's all yours. She's light, stealthy, and the fastest ship in her class.
I think I've had 5 today. Let's have a quick look.
It's really going to be something, isn't it?
I haven't even shown you the best part. When you're ready to fly, head over to the bridge. Our pilot should have everything good to go.
Yeah, I think I've had 5 as well then. 5 or 6 today. I'm not watching anything in the live conferences. You just watch the highlights. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, we'll be talking
Better head
about
to the
them.
bridge when we're ready to go.
The meeting room. You can make vid calls from the central table, or just get the crew together.
Some serious kit over here.
What's this? Strike team. Which is currently available for your strike team. Select a mission event X and send the strike team. Check daily for new. I can see 3 from 2 from this game. I thought I only had 1. So if that's the case, 3. I've got 8 then today.
Some serious kit over here.
That was like the war table on Inquisition.
We can grow plants for food and oxygen, keep any specimen safe.
Pathfinder, check this. Seems like we're forever racing, but there's always time to check out new toys, useful ones.
I'm all about what's useful.
Oh, this is. Especially if you grabbed anything from Habitat 7. Raw minerals, tech, doesn't matter. The research station will strip that stuff down, give you options.
Yeah, 1 second. Right, let's update that.
Options are good. We need more of those.
For
everybody.
Yeah, well, everybody should be so lucky. This tech is aces. If the best we get is what we make, still the best. Check it out.
Alright, check it out. Right. Research and development. Okay. Select research to unlock new blueprints and augment spice. Right, okay. Development, select development, craft equipment. Ooh. It's assault rifle, SMG. Right, okay, so I see there's the rate of fire changes and that, yeah, okay. That's cool. Might as well get some research going. So yeah, so what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 today. 7 today. That's not bad. Right.
Our tech lab is an engineer's dream. It's perfect for any delicate technical work.
Then let's get going. I miss the Joker being here though.
Departure trajectory locked, Nexus Control. Ah, time for introductions. You must be Ryder, Kalojath. A pleasure to be here, and to meet you, of course. I'll be piloting the Tempest at your word. Quite the ship, but it'll take a Pathfinder's guidance to see us through Helios.
Yeah, the pilot from the first 3. What's Seth Green?
I'm new to this. Being a Pathfinder, running a ship.
You'll be fine. As for the ship, I can help. I knew the Tempest when she was a blueprint. I was test pilot for the Tempest's early prototypes. I admit, I'm itching to see how she performs out here.
So, how do I...
The console syncs with your implant. Just swipe, touch a destination here, and the nav system calculates everything. Very efficient.
It was optimized for a Pathfinder.
Everything's secure, if you're ready.
Is anyone ready for something this big?
There may be ones that you should play at some point, dude.
We signed on for the big stuff when we came to Andromeda.
All right. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Command access is transferring successfully.
Science and monitoring stations look fine. Lexi's reporting in.
Helm is green. Gil reports the drive core is online.
This is it, Ryder. The Tempest is yours, unless you've got something to say for the log.
I never planned to be Pathfinder. I don't know what's out there. But we're the Milky Way's best and brightest. We can do this.
Nexus Control, this is the Tempest. Ident 2527, prepping to depart.
And away we go.
Departure vector verified, Tempest. Godspeed, Pathfinder.
2 weeks ago we came to this place, and now we're leaving it to boldly go where no one has gone before.
To Eos, then. What would have been our Habitat 1?
2 failed outposts put an end to that idea.
Maybe we can turn things around. Callow, take us in.
It's there, and there's a different one, so... Here we go. Oh man, fly away. This is not the Mass Effect relay.
System Pythias. Andromeda Initiative Habitat 1. Designated Eos.
It was supposed to be an easy first step. Until no one else showed and we got clobbered. Twice.
Why has Sam altered frequency detection?
What are we hearing, Sam?
There is a signal, Pathfinder. I recommend an immediate examination of Eos.
That was normally detected on this planet. Okay.
Anomaly on sensors.
Ah.
Probe away. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
So that's how we do it. Fair enough. I suspect we'll come back to some of these planets later, but for now, here we go to Eos. At least no Reapers chasing us. That's a good thing, eh?
A mirror of the signal on Habitat 7. Possible atmospheric manipulation.
Is that possible? We'll find out. If it is like Habitat 7, no doubt we'll run into the Ked.
Ah, first murderer's on here as well. Ha ha ha. Go. Have that, have that, have that. Confirm loadout.
Suiting up.
Ready, Freddy?
Hope we're all that ready. Callow? Alright.
Integrating search area from Sam. How he pulled that mystery signal through the storms, I have no idea.
Multisensory neural collation. Amazing.
Factory fresh across the board. Spinning up the compensators.
You're already tuning the displays.
We'll get a better read on this pass than the Nexus has had in months. What?
I said a lot of people have their hopes pinned on us. They gave up on EOS. Can't blame them. Expected a golden world, instead they saw their friends die. Never know how that'll affect. Sorry. You okay?
I think I'm still messed up by what happened with my dad.
There hasn't been much time to process it.
No, I mean, I think I'm still feeling it. Like, hearing things. Other than Sam.
Pathfinder, the Tempest checks out. We're good.
Let's go fly.
Take us down.
Because we got
You have
stuff
no
to
idea
look
how
for.
long I've wanted a Pathfinder to see that.
Core is hot.
Shields holding, adjusting entry.
You got this, right? Hell.
I'm going to jokingly say,
There.
will it take me as
Set us
long
down at this nav point.
to do this as it has so far on the Inquisition?
How to even start?
Reports state this planet suffers deadly storms that are contaminated by radiation from the Scourge. EO's deployment was incomplete due to environmental hazards and ultimately hostile encounters.
Squad skills, rider skills, combat. Okay. How many points do I have? 3. So, barricade. Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, it does feel like after that dragon I took out the other day, it did say, like, power up for your final encounter. So it's like, ooh. So we never know, dude. We might be on our way to it. Oh, 1 second.
Plus, no
Speaking
Pathfinder.
of,
If Eos is like Habitat 7, that signal we scan must be connected with the atmosphere. We could use the outpost antenna to track it down. Let's get the power back on. They must have known these wouldn't last in these conditions.
They didn't have a Pathfinder.
They do now. We'll make Eos a home.
James just sent me a photo of something very, very British. Right. That's where I want to go. Golden syrup, mate.
Structure up ahead. Sam?
It fits the profile of a power relay station, Pathfinder.
Right. We get it running, maybe buildings get power.
And we get a line on that signal.
Life support is back online. Severe radiation alert, Pathfinder. Radiation within safe levels.
So I can't really go there yet then.
Life support is stable.
That's annoying. But of course I suppose it would be, considering it wants us to do the main story just now.
It's inoperable, Pathfinder.
Too long in this environment without power.
We didn't expect this kind of environment. Who could?
Fine, okay, we'll do what you want. God.
Door's getting emergency power, but it's code locked.
Site 1 issued individual security codes. Each outpost self-organizes and sets its own protocol.
Just say we can't open it without codes.
We can't open it without codes.
James is asking what golden syrup is. Something to pour on your pancakes. Well, now we're open up here. Ding!
Got a code lock key.
Gives us access if we need it.
We suffered our first death today. Storm came out of nowhere. Lockley tried to cover our crops. Lost his footing. Got swept away. His wife is still in cryo. Maybe by the time they wake her up, I'll know what to say.
Oops.
We suffered our first death today. tried to cover our crops. Lost his footing. Got swept away. His wife is still in cryo.
I will answer James in half hour. He does. He definitely needs golden syrup in his life. It's like, you've never had this on your pancakes, mate. Which does sound like a dirty euphemism.
Main door had power, but not the interior doors?
Full functionality would require an active power relay station.
That means the antenna's out of power, too. The logs might tell us what's up with the power relay.
Well, he did drink iron brew while he was on holiday. Seems to be falling down a lot.
I got a partial log, but I can't turn on the antenna. Something's blocking the power.
A remote lock is active. The interference originates from a nearby power relay tower.
So we're not the only ones interested in what happened here.
Let's check out this relay tower.
Sandstorms, radiation. What the hell was Addison thinking, sending us here? Eos might have looked great back in the Milky Way, but up close... It's a hellscape. Finally
Take
get
that.
on my case to stay positive. Put on a brave face for the rest of the team. But I can't shake the feeling that I'm gonna die out here.
Can't shake the feeling either. Let's go find this relay bit, because if we get the radiation bit, then we can go look at the evidence. And we can see whether that guy's guilty, which I don't believe he is.
Wasteland.
The radiation in Eos's atmosphere makes it difficult to cultivate life.
Radiation? Our suits protect against that, right?
Site 1 contains shield masts to dampen the brunt of contamination.
But if we went outside Site 1's perimeter?
That would not be advised.
It wouldn't be advised, but I've done it about 2 or 3 times now. Not saying anything apart from that. I might as well jump like hell, mightn't I? Radiation, who's that?
Huh. Guess that ship wasn't Ket then.
Engineer, mate.
They don't knock.
There are people here. You thought everyone left was gone.
Of course you did. Now shove off. Find your own salvage. This spot's taken.
I'm not a salvager, I'm a pathfinder. We've come to fix all this.
Call me Clancy.
Now, excuse me, I'm
Pathfinder,
just gonna have a cake.
Like that changes much? The Nexus just can't let Eos go, can it? However much it fails down here.
I'm tracking a signal that will help Eos. I only need power for the antenna.
Look, I cut the power for a reason. The Ket are patrolling today. You turn the power relay back on, they'll know there's a juicy target alive down here.
Help me with the power relay, and I'll take care of the cat.
You're crazy. Though maybe it's a good crazy. Okay, I'll enable the generators out there. You want to poke the tiger, it's on you.
Tiger's getting
Expect
poked.
trouble when we start the generators.
Stand by for action. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
There's an error in the startup sequence. Manual input required.
Oh, of course
Please
there
scan
would be.
one of the pylons to determine a hackable input location.
Me powering the tiger and tiger feet. Well, that's neat, that's neat, that's neat, that's neat. I really love your tiger
There
feet.
must be a scannable interface on the power pylon. Pathfinder, there must be a scannable interface on the power pylon.
Yeah, where?
Pathfinder, there must be a scannable interface on the power pylon. This analysis provides us with important research data, Pathfinder. Generator interface possible. Location marked.
Alright, it's up there. Think.
Generator is active. Sam, our friend Clancy, was he part of the outpost team here?
No, Pathfinder. According to Nexus records, he's stationed in the hangar bay.
So he's what? Playing hooky?
Or he's a part-time salvager.
He likes playing hooky.
We've got company.
Where? Oh, there we go. Hello.
About the cat.
The power relay station is ready for activation, Pathfinder.
Yeah. Get out of here, you little buggers. So we got a little bit of shooty action. Hello.
You took down all those cat? Sure, use the power relay. Hell, take whatever you like. Word of advice, though. If that signal of yours is out past the perimeter, you'll need a ride.
A ride?
Shuttles aren't fun in these winds. You need wheels. I think they kept a little something in
Just
storage.
actually, yeah, it has taken a while, hasn't it?
Didn't get around to salvaging it yet?
I tried. It ain't that simple. Might be easier for a Pathfinder, though. We're heading to our shuttle. Keep this up. Maybe next time we'll find more than just salvage around here.
Don't suppose you've got anything we can use.
Vendor items. Oh, okay. Yeah, but how much credits do I have? I got 100 credits, that's it.
I guess Crazy Blue has to buy her parts from someone else.
Nothing scannable, because this is one thing I did remember James doing, was scanning everything.
Power restored. We should have access to everything in Site 1 now. Right, Sam?
Correct. Plus, I've located the source of the signal we detected in orbit. It's coming from the large alien structure just beyond Site 1. The structure appears almost identical to the one your father used to adjust the atmosphere on the previous planet. It's worth investigation.
That almost feels like a lead. Damn right that's worth investigating.
Here, here.
A warning. Radiation levels beyond the perimeter of Site 1 are well above acceptable limits. You cannot proceed without additional protection.
All the more reason to see if that alien structure can make a difference to this planet. Come on, we better find that vehicle Clancy mentioned.
Now that power is restored, we can investigate the nearby buildings.
Right, so let's go find this this vehicle.
Well, what do you know? The Outpost Research Center is still intact.
Updating the Tempest on this critical recovery.
Research was always key to the initiative. We'll need it here too.
We're not scavenging anymore.
He doesn't he?
This
It's
is
the
how we
radiation. Someone else agrees. This research center was used recently to monitor the alien signal.
This gives us the tools to find the source, and maybe whoever else is looking.
The research station is back online. I've provided a list of weapons we can build by gathering the required components.
Nice. Because I've got to get to this atmosphere up, so then I can actually, you know, go find this evidence. Aha. Gotta try and get in here somehow. There's a panel there, surely.
Special requisition. All-terrain scout rover.
A Nomad. 6-wheel drive. Jump jets. Just what you need.
I might be drooling a little bit.
This must be what Clancy meant.
The crate requires an access code from a forward station. Forward stations act as emergency resupply checkpoints. Several are currently in orbit.
I can call one down. Let's find a good spot. No good. A forward station should have the access code once we call it down.
Okay, there's a good spot over here then.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
Calling down a forward state. You need to get within the range of the site marked on your map. Right, okay.
Looks like the forward station supplies are intact.
Downloading Nomad crate access code.
Okay. Okay. Changes your loadout. Okay. So let's go get us a vehicle, shall we? So we can go into the area.
Nomad should handle pretty smooth. Check both forward and reverse, would you?
Wow. So we've got to go there, there. There. Ooh. Forward station drop point. I want to get this evidence looked at first before the end of the stream. That's the big thing I'd like to do.
It's too steep.
Switch to 6-wheel drive. It'll get you up there in a snap.
approaching Site 2, Resilience.
Looks like a war zone. According to survivors, they get attacked from all sides. It was a massacre.
Imagine leaving all the craziness on the Nexus to be the first settlers here. So...
This is where Chief Reynolds died.
Sandstorms would have buried the body long ago. I suggest scanning.
Oh, don't ask me.
Karkins.
Pathfinder, there is an armor piece buried deep, a leg bracer. Scan indicates tissue and bone fragments clinging to it. DNA identified as Chief Reynolds. Indications suggest his body was torn to pieces.
So the Chief became Karkin food.
Circle of life can be gruesome.
The remaining armor will be scattered, or perhaps brought to a nest. The chest piece and his Omni tool may explain his death.
Then we keep searching and scanning.
I'm looking at a life support bed going, hang on, let's get back into the... Let's get back into the vehicle.
Who do? Who don't?
Water and weather. Nothing tougher in the long run.
Pathfinder. The scanners picked up Chief Reynolds' chest piece, confirming single shot. Unable to determine weapon type, but entry point was at the back. Exit blast through the chest.
By all accounts, Nilkin was in front of the Chief when he fired. So it wasn't his shot that killed him.
The Chief's Omni tool might shed some light. Picking up additional armor scraps. I believe it's a trail leading to a cave nearby.
Could be where the nest is located. It's a Karkin nest, all right. Fan out.
Run over here, bastards!
Big Bob!
Confirming initiative equipment, including Omni tool assigned to security accessing Chief Reynolds. The Chief was scanned at the time of death. Its data. The scan picked up 2 shots. 1. A standard initiative rifle report, which missed. The other from behind, a Ket pulse weapon.
This proves Nilkin is innocent. He didn't shoot Reynolds.
That's a relief. Good work.
Pathfinder, there is also an audio recording.
Go ahead and play it.
No! Where's Nilkin?
Sorry, old friend. Had to do it. I'm not dying on this rock.
That sounds like...
Confirming. Voice identified as suspect Nilkin. So he did not kill the Chief.
But he meant to. Need another chat with the man.
Which we'll do when we get back up there. good. Right, okay, so we did that one. That one to do as well as get these bits sorted. That's a Tempest. As locate off planet. Right, okay. Because we want to go there. We want to go there, the secret project, and then we want to go there. So let's work our way around them, and then we can do these ones and then set this stuff up next time, because we got a lot to do. Yeah, and this is just the first planet before we go back and go, okay, you, why did you shoot, you bugger? How do I get up there then? Hang on. Because I'm almost there. Looks like this could be the way.
Got it. Signal's coming from that structure up ahead.
Not that way, okay. Got it.
What was that?
An eidetic trigger, related to your father, and the portions of my memory array he locked.
What triggered it?
Alec tied it to your progression as Pathfinder, not to a location. Puzzling as it may be, my programming is clear. Locating more of these triggers will unlock the memories. One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam Node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
Ooh. Now, where am I now then?
Picking up initiative tech nearby from above us.
I see it. Up on that piece with the scaffolding.
It's working, but I'm just getting random symbols. Glyphs.
With more glyphs to expand my database from Habitat 7, I could interface fully with the console.
And hopefully start up whatever helps the atmosphere.
I could provide analysis via the scanner, Pathfinder.
Right, let's have a quick look.
It's working, but I'm just getting random symbols. Glyphs.
With more glyphs to expand my database from Habitat 7, I could interface fully with the console.
And hopefully start up whatever helps the atmosphere.
Okay,
I could provide analysis via the scanner, Pathfinder.
have a quick look around this little bit. Because I believe this is where we'll call it today. In fact, this is where we'll call it today, and then we'll carry on with this bit next time. So thank everybody for joining us today. It's been an experience, and we still got a lot to do, as you'll see here. Still got a lot around here to do. Still got that to do, and then we come out. We've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bits to do here. Well, 9 bits to do here even. It's 9 bits to do here next time. That's gonna be alright, because then we gotta go back onto like the Ark and find out what that guy's not telling us with his shooting. But yeah, I want to thank everyone joining us today. Thank you for Steve McNeil for the raid. That was awesome of you. Thank you so much. I will be back on my own channel Thursday with some Assassin's Creed Liberation. However, tomorrow I will be on the Wheels Toy Clearance stream as we go to the 3rd session of the snooker match of the best of 35. So 1:45, go on to Mr. Will's Toy Clearance stream, and away you go. So I will catch you then. So let's see who is on for a raid. Is anybody on for a raid? Well, let's have a gander, shall we? Because I don't want to go on places that games I've not seen. Don't want to do that because he's being a bit naughty with what he's doing. Stardew Valley? Bit of Gavin Dew? Bit of Gavin Dew then. Let's do a bit of Gavin Dew. So I say I will see you guys tomorrow on Whistle Clearance, and then myself on Thursday. Have a very good one. I shall see you later. Bye for now.